Wrexham for our first home game of the season. I'm just going to have to correct something, sorry. Don't like being on that side, I don't know what it is, it's just weird.
I'm really small.
Yeah, you are really small, that's why. I can do that as well. So we're here to face West Brom today. As I said, first home game of the season. Really excited to be back. We didn't get to come on Tuesday night, did we, for the Carabao Cup game? But it's nice to be back for a league game.
I hope we have a game like we did on Tuesday.
I'm not sure I could. I'm not sure I could.
Actually, no. I think, but yeah.
So we've already done our predictions. Just gone for a boring 1-1. I've gone for 1-0 Wrexham. What do you think? How do you think the game's going to sort of pan out today? Can you predict the lineup, more importantly?
Well, I've made a couple of changes. Obviously, Kiefer Moore, I took him out because he's obviously injured.
Yeah.
I've put Nathan Broadhead in.
I
put Nathan Broadhead and Ryan Hardy in.
Okay, I would agree with you. I think I've also put Ryan Hardy in to replace Kiefer Moore. I have also gone with Nathan Broadhead. I sort of suspect we're drifting towards sort of like a box midfield, so like a double pivot and a double cam, and Matty James and Lewis O'Brien in the double pivot, and then perhaps Josh Windass and Nathan Broadhead in the double cam just ahead of them. And I think that's how we're going, and I think we've seen that in some recent games as well. I think we saw that in the Wellington game especially. I think we saw the box midfield. So I think we'll just have to see how it sort of develops throughout the season. But I am excited to see what Parky does. I think there's a definite change in tactics and the way that he sets up. We're in the big boy leagues now, and sort of your two up front sort of works really well in the lower leagues, and you need to sort of shift and change a little bit when you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes today, and we'll talk a little bit more about sort of tactics and formations on the podcast on Monday. It's just really nice. See the turf in the background over there. It's really busy. And
it's good to be back.
Yeah, it is really good to be back. It's really nice. It's on ITV today if you're in the UK.
We've
as well,
just walked past the ITV cameras, so if you're in the UK, you might see our little noggins on there.
Maybe. I genuinely don't know. So look, it's going to be a great game. Are you sticking with what are you going? You going Danny Ward in goal? Is that your?
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny Ward, Max Keyworth, Cody and Brunt.
Yeah. Wing backs.
Right Barnett.
Yeah.
Left Kakache.
Yeah.
And then I've got Josh Windass. Matty James and Lewis O'Brien. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many Lewises. There's two. And I've got in the front. I've got like I said, Ryan Hardy.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty much exactly the same as you. I very much thought Longman was going to be the starter this season. First game of the season, it was Barnett. I'm still a little bit 50-50 on the two. Main reason is we know... So we got some news that Longman had a scan the week before the Southampton game on a... hamstring/groin injury, so we didn't think he was going to feature at all, but he was on the bench. Mm-hmm. So I'm a bit 50-50 which way it's going to go today, as to whether Longman was always going to be the starter, but because of the scan they put Barnett in, and maybe that's why, or maybe Parky sees Barnett as slightly ahead of Longman. I think we'll get a clearer answer on that today, so I'm not that's the one position I'm not 100% sure.
Who's captain today?
I think you've got to stick with Matty James.
Yeah,
you've picked your horse and you've just got to ride it now, haven't you?
Yeah,
so
there hasn't been any official thingies, has there?
No, but the club aren't the best at communication, as we've discussed on many occasions.
We didn't even know James McLean was going to be captain until we saw it on the website. So
yeah, I know. So it's I think Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but I think it would be very strange to have Matty James as captain last week and not choose him as captain this week. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Very interested to see the starting lineup, as I said. I think Broadhead's a little bit of an anomaly. With him coming in for big money, there is a temptation to throw him straight into the team. He is ready. He has had a pre-season. He has also played in a few games coming off the bench as well. So do you throw him straight in, or do you let him make a sort of like new player impact off the bench after about 60 minutes? We will just have to wait and see on that one.
You mentioned for big money. Well, I read Parky did like a pre-interview sort of thing before this game. And someone asked about the 10 million that's rumoured that we paid for Broadhead, and he basically just laughed.
Oh, okay.
So
I think everyone's quite well aware that it's probably 7.5 million plus 2.5 in add-ons. So
make it 10.
I'm excited to see him. I am excited to see him and see what we can do. Glowing references from lots of Ipswich fans. The usual stuff came out as well. Oh, just wait till PSR catches up with you. All that sort of stuff. Oh, you've had their pants down by paying that price. You know, all the usual Wrexham bashing stuff. So we did have I did see a comment. Harry said hi, hello. Blood Eye, who would have thought Wrexham would have ever so much choice of players? That is true. Cleberson, Gomez Costa, I think you were on the last live actually. Hello to you. Dexter Paul said up the Albion. Dexter, you are more than welcome here. Don't worry about that. But you're wrong.
We can't do that anymore. We can't say stuff like that anymore.
I know. Steve said let's go get the win today. Math said hello. Kiki said hello.
Hello, Kiki.
Hello. How are you? Look, we're going to head over to the ground now. Make sure. Are you laughing at one of the comments that we haven't read out?
In your dreams, mate. Is all I can say.
Yeah. So we're going to head over to the ground now. Excited to see the team sheet, obviously. Make sure you join us at full time today, just after the full time whistle. We'll be doing a full time live. We'll run down the events of the game.
Hopefully it'll be positive.
Hopefully it's with 3 points in the bag, our first of the season. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you a little bit.